Got a magazine here. And, you know, it's an old one. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, people. Okay. See, now I can kind of shove that down in there. Ooh, a little bit tighter, maybe. That. Okay. There. Like so. Get my putty knife and push it down in there a little bit. Like that. Beautiful. Okay. There we go. There. I'm trying to do this and straddle the toilet. I should have slid the toilet back a little bit further, shouldn't I have? And you know, that goes for you. You don't want to have to work in a confined area too much if you don't have to. Okay. So now this is just wax. Okay, I've just got a putty knife. And I'm going to scrape all that stuff off of there. Okay. Yeah. And see, you'll notice there's a black thing down in there, and that's actually going to come up off of there. Let's see if I can. Ooh. Yeah, I said be careful. I almost hit the toilet there. Okay. So, scrape that stuff off of there. And see, a lot of the wax rings has a little plastic thing that kind of fits in there. And look at that, that's right in my hole. So I guess I gotta pull this back out. I was being too energetic and too quick for that. Okay. See, this black thing's gonna slip up out of here. That was sandwiched in with the wax ring. Okay, getting that all the way around. You see that? See, that is part of your wax ring setup. Most of them come that way. Okay, now we can leave that over there like that. And I can clean up around here and make the decision, am I gonna leave? See, that wax almost went down the hole just then. Almost. See, now I can take this and shove it back down in there just for the time being. Okay, just like that. Clean up the rest of my wax ring residue here. And it's kind of a funky Herkel flange. It almost looks like somebody came in here later and they added a different type on here, maybe some sort of sleeve of a Herkel flange, because maybe the other one was too low. Let's say we'll talk about flanges. Herkel flange. Why do they call it a Herkel flange? I don't know. It's just whenever I started learning how to do this kind of stuff, people called it a Herkel flange, and I think they still do. In fact, you know, I'm not even sure how you spell that. I just spell it, and I'm not even sure if I'm spelling it properly. Okay. H-E-R-K-L-E, I think. I'm not sure. That. Okay. There. Okay. Before we figure out anything else, see, now I can take my other paper towels and kind of fold this up so I can throw it away. See, I didn't really get anything on my gloves. I'll have to wipe this off a little bit. There, good as new. See, I just have it all folded up in there. There it is. That's all my junk. My crappy old wax ring assembly right there.